welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Blue, with me, your host, John Garcia, Minute Vlog, blah blah blah. Hopefully no one's watching this. Who doesn't already know that? I'm gonna turn down the volume a little bit, just because I felt like I was overpowering my voice. So, how are you guys? I've had kind of a rough day. If you follow me on anything, you might know. But, I don't want to talk about that, because I kind of want to just get my mind off, of recent events in my life. And you know, playing Pokemon is always fun for that. But aside from Pokemon, I think I want to talk about, different, you know, I want to talk about some different things, because sometimes, you know, just watching me play Pokemon and talk about Pokemon, can get, I don't know, I like the FIFA approach, the John Green approach to Let's Plays, where it's not just, let's watch some guy play a game, let's listen to a podcast while a guy plays a game. So, obviously Mega Punch would miss, because just that's how much Radicate hates me. Mega Punch! Oh, that was... Come on, shoot your gun at him. Or it. They don't have genders yet. Anyway, so today I thought I'd talk about a couple things. First of all, someone, Yodub on Twitter, and I believe Jared Selick on YouTube, asked, what games I would play other than the Pokemon games. And my answer for that is basically, well, what do you want me to play other than the Pokemon games? Because, really, I have access to most PC games, most Game Boy Advance games, and most Game Boy games. Gonna use some potions. So, you know, just come up with some suggestions. I mostly play RPGs. I'm not very good at, like, platformers and action games. But that might be a reason to see me, you know, fail utterly. And there is, you are not Dougie. I am running away from you. Also, I should probably switch Indiana with someone else, because by someone else I mean Johnson. Johnson, get in the front and take care of these monsters that fit in pockets. Yeah, that's a reasonable thing to ask, right? Okay, so just leave some suggestions for other games I should play, if you want. If you can also talk about how, I don't know, how you like when I say Johnson and he goes, but today I had a few ideas for what to talk about. You know, the usual politics, religion, stuff like that. I don't know if it's the best idea to talk about that. But no, I think I will talk a little bit about religion, just because that's one of those subjects that I never want to touch in regular vlogs, just because it's so inflammatory, and for good reason. You know, people identify with their religion, which is fine, and I think religion is a good thing, except the fact that it inevitably interacts with politics, which is why I more talk about politics, because politics have real life impact, whereas religion only has a real life impact when it interacts with the political field. And I think I'll talk about just about my personal experience with religion, because it's you know, I don't want to try talking about other religions and get something just super wrong. So I was raised Christian, Protestant, obviously, and if you're not American, then you might be a little unfamiliar with the culture, but basically, a lot of churches here say that they're non-denominational, meaning, you know, they don't follow a specific, like, they don't call themselves, like, you know, they don't call themselves Quakers or Methodists or something like that. But, oh boy, this is basically the boss of this place. Almost out of Mount Moon, guys. No more Zubats for a while. That's gonna be heaven. But yeah, a lot of churches call themselves non-denominational, but really they're evangelical. And evangelical churches have a few trends. First of all, people in evangelical churches, they like to emphasize a lot of large groups of friends who are also if not evangelical, at least Christian. So if you're in an evangelical church, there's going to be like a youth group. There's going to be like, they're going to want new people to come all the time, because basically if you have a friend who's not a Christian and you're evangelical, they want you to evangelize. I mean, as is obvious by the name, or should be obvious as the name. Please, good, not Fury Attack. Oh, that lasted for no time at all. I think if you select the move, at least in this generation, it won't you won't use it. It'll just say it's disabled and it'll skip your turn. In later games, it just says you can't use it, and so you just have to choose something else. But yeah. Johnson, go to level 17 and then stop making that noise. God. I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm gonna sacrifice Dougie so that I can use some potions on Johnson. Because Dougie, I'm honestly never gonna use you in a battle, except for in this context. I know it's cruel. I know. Don't give me that look, Dougie. Come on, you knew what you were getting into when you were forced into captivity. That has terrible implications. But no, as far as that, I was raised evangelical, and kind of as I got older in high school and stuff, I kind of left because there are a few things about evangelicals. They try to appeal to new people because they again have that emphasis on get all your friends to be to have the same belief as you, which a lot of religions do that, but evangelicals kind of thrive on that. They come out of the Great Awakening and all these American ideas of get together in a community and share this thought you have, which is a beautiful thing. Unfortunately, sometimes it excludes people. But with that, evangelical churches tend to be like kind of flashy. I don't know if saying that is offensive. Well, I was an evangelical for years, whatever. But they project words onto a screen and for their songs and pretend they're a rock band while playing imitation rock, basically. That was relevant like 10 years ago. Not to be a jerk about it. And they just overall like people like my old church. The pastor would often do things like, one time he dressed up as Spider-Man, not on Halloween or anything. Speaking of the season, but just dressed up as Spider-Man, just to get people's attention, I guess. And the thing about that is, I feel like you don't really get into the meat of just religion when you have that whole aspect of, oh yeah, and these are fossils. Later on, they'll turn into Pokemon, but I don't care which Pokemon I get. Actually, this one looks cooler, so I'll get that one. Maybe I should have asked you guys. Oh well. I got the Dome Fossil. I'll talk about that much later when it becomes relevant. If you're a Zubat. Oh. God, no. Actually, Zubats I could easily handle with Johnson. Now I'm just gonna have to run. But yeah, I kind of became, disillusioned with the church. And, it almost really cost me all understanding of religion. It cost me like myself as a spiritual person. So that changed a lot of things for me. So for a while, I was still, I still would have considered myself Christian, but I wasn't really, I didn't really believe in anything. I mean, I guess I did believe, but if you would have asked me, oh, what are your views on, something that is, simpler or more complex than Jesus or something like that, I would have said I don't know, I don't really care. But then I feel like there's a point in everyone's life where they take a moment to, if you notice these ledges are just repeated to the same sprite over and over, and we can't go back to Mount Moon with good riddance. But I feel like a lot of I'm saying a lot, and I even just said I feel like everyone goes to that point where they kind of think, here's how I was raised, should I be questioning that? And if they answer yes, they'll take everything and say, well, I do believe in this because yes, or I don't believe in this because no. And yeah, it comes in that thing. And I kind of came to that point after high school, and that was really useful because coming into college, I knew what I thought, and I think I've changed a bit since the beginning of college. The trend is to go more liberal in both politics and religion, and yes, I have, mostly because I was raised in a conservative family. So there's not really anywhere to go but left if you're gonna go anywhere. But yeah, that's basically my experience with that. Um, so I don't know. That killed some time. And I'm still forgetting when to. Oh, my husband likes trading Pokemon. You please pay with him, old woman. And if you would trade your Poliwhirl for it. I don't have a Poliwhirl. I'm sorry, man. When I get a Poliwhirl, talk to me. Talk to me. We'll be buddies. Okay, then. Yeah, this is Cerulean City. The fourth real city. I mean, if you count Pallet Town as a real city, I mean, come on. There's nothing in Pallet Town. It's not necessary at all, except for where you live. And you're on the road the whole time. I'm gonna buy a couple. I forget how many Pokeballs I have left. Should probably see first. But yeah, so basically now, like, I don't know what I could call myself as far as denominations. I do believe in some like a lot of my at least like a lot of my beliefs line up with Catholics or even like old Quaker stuff. I dated a girl who was a Methodist when I was in high school. So there's that. I do tend to be somewhat agnostic, like, about religion. Like, I consider myself a Christian and stuff, but I do, I tend to be like, I'm not gonna tell you that just straight up that you're wrong, unless it's something that, like, I really know about. Like, if you're saying, like, oh, well, according to the Bible, you should punch people in the face with a carrot. I don't know why I said that. Anyway, this has been long enough, even if it's not really. So I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Leave suggestions for things, tell stories about things in the comments. It'll be fun. We'll have a fun time. Okay, bye.